Farias, who went missing in 2015 from Houston, Texas, has finally been found after 8 years, and his story seems to get more bizarre by the day. Come join me, Holly, at the Murder She Shed for the story of what in the world happened to Rudy. Make sure you smash that subscribe button right now before you forget so you can join me and Simon at the Murder She Shed weekly. Rudy was last seen on March 6, 2015, walking his 2 dogs near his home in Pasadena, a suburb of Houston. He was a student at Pasadena High School and had plans to attend college after graduation. He was also an avid gamer and loved music and sports. His family said he suffered from depression, especially after losing his older brother to a motorcycle accident in 2010. His brother was his best friend and role model, and his death had a profound impact on Rudy. He left home around 4 p.m. on March 6th, letting his family know he was walking the dogs. He never came back. The dogs returned home without their leashes, one after the other, but there was no sign of Rudy. His family reported him missing to the Houston Police Department, which launched an investigation. They did not suspect foul play, but they were concerned about his mental state and well-being. They also checked his phone records and social media accounts, but found no extra clues or leads. His family hired a private investigator, Brenda Paradise, who followed up on several tips and sightings, but none of them turned out to be credible. Rudy's case was featured on several local and national news outlets, as well as on shows like The Vanished and Crime Watch Daily. His family also appeared on Dr. Phil in 2016, hoping to get more exposure and answers. However, as time passed by, the trail went cold. Then on Saturday, June 29, 2023, Rudy was found unconscious in front of Immaculate Heart Church 8 miles from his childhood home. Rudy's mother, Janie Santana, stated when Rudy was found, he was nonverbal. Also, Rudy, now 25, was badly beat when found, bruises and cuts all over his body and dried blood on his head. Miss Santana claimed that Rudy was found wearing a necklace that belonged to his late brother and just kept squeezing it every time doctors or family members tried to talk to him. She also said that he remained disoriented and would only say a few words before shutting down. So where had Rudy been? It is now being said Rudy was never missing at all and that he was living at his mother's home the whole time. He supposedly returned home 2 days after he ran away in 2015, and his mother told him he had to hide because the police would arrest him for running away. A Houston community activist, Quanell, said he was able to speak to Rudy, who apparently is verbal after all. He stated Rudy told him that his mom had hidden him in their home the whole time, and she had been drugging and SIing him. According to Quanell, his mother made him play daddy. She told him that he had to be the husband. Quanell said Rudy accused his mother of forcing him to sleep in her bed while he had no clothes on and giving him hallucination drugs, mushrooms, and more. He would sneak out of her bed and hide under it sometimes. The mother also allegedly stared at him in the shower and would make him bathe her with soap. He claimed he told police his mother would often lock him in a room. He also claims Rudy said that his mother would take him to work at her security job and force him to do the work she was supposed to be doing. He was allowed to visit with neighbors, but under a different name. Dolph was the name neighbors claimed to know Rudy by. Rudy claimed his mother was profiting off of his search. She seems like a scammer, because she has multiple Facebook accounts with fake images of what she actually looks like on Facebook. Allegedly, Rudy had his mother's credit card in his pocket when found, and that was how they were able to identify Rudy. Rudy allegedly fled from home recently because he wanted his own life and was tired of being treated like a slave. Quanell said his mother wanted to cut her son's interview with police short because he had been through a lot and he wasn't completely with it. His mother was not in the room when he confessed to her him. According to Quanell, Rudy's body had scars all over it, and he doesn't understand why the mother is not in handcuffs right now. Police this morning on a news conference about Rudy deny these allegations of SA. They admit that they had seen Rudy on the streets many times, but he always went by a fake identity. They also went to his house at times and was given a false identity by Rudy himself. They are discussing charging Rudy for falsifying his identity to officers. A video has been released of the mother looking confused as to why cops would arrest her.
When he first went missing, he didn't report it to the police, and they're trying to say that he might have done some crimes, which he didn't, and now they want to arrest me because they said I was hiding him.
The mother feels she is in danger from the public because of what Quanell X has said about her, and so her and Rudy are in hiding. Apparently, he's still with his mother by choice. According to Quanell X, Rudy kept saying he didn't want his mom to go to prison. His mom, Janie Santana, is now saying Rudy was kidnapped and taken to Mexico 8 years ago before he found his way home. Even though neighbors are denying her claims and saying they have seen Rudy at her home many times and only knew him as Doc. Early this morning, crime scene investigators did show up at Janie Santana's home. It is unclear if the family was home while detectives investigated. They are saying they were there because of a burglary call. So basically, the whole case is still very unclear. Was Rudy in on this the whole time and his mother, or was he a victim? The news conference did not make that clear. Was Quanell X lying? Why does he seem so upset during the news interview if he was? And how did he get such details? Did he just make those up in his head? Because they are truly bizarre details. If so, he's one heck of a scammer and liar. I just don't know how you get those kind of details without it being true. Are there mental issues involved in this case? Maybe Rudy did make those statements, but he has some mental issues and cops do not believe what he is saying. What is your opinion on this case? Drop some comments below and let me know. So the mystery of Rudy's disappearance only deepens because we still don't know what the truth is. Cops are pretty much denying everything that Quanell X said. And Quanell X seems so convincing. Let me know if you have any ideas because I'd be interested in what your thoughts are on this case. And now, after I heard police, I'm not even sure he was even a victim. I'm not sure he wasn't in on this. Guess we'll just have to wait and find out. All right. I love you guys as always. I hope y'all have a great, blessed day. And I'll get Simon back up here who disappeared to tell y'all bye. Yeah, there he is. Simon says bye and that he totally loves you guys. And he will see y'all next time at the Murder She Shed if you hit that subscribe button. That's the only way we'll see you. All right. Bye. Love y'all.
Do you punish yourself like me, though you know it's not